Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be talking about Breaking Bad Season 5 and the ending of Breaking Bad. So, if you guys don't know, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Season 5 of Breaking Bad is going to be the last season of the show. After that, they're done. They're not making any more. They're splitting it into two parts, 8 episodes this summer, then 8 episodes in 2013, and that's it. It's done. So, with that, knowing that that's going to be it, they're not going to make any more after that, I thought it'd be fun to do a discussion topic on how you guys think it will end, and specifically, do you think that Walt will die at the end of Breaking Bad? Now, I think this is an interesting topic because in the premiere last week, we got to see Walt meet with the guns dealer who he's dealt with in the past. But he was at, a diner, and he was using a fake identity. He looked completely different. He had regrown his hair and his beard and everything. So looked completely different. Obviously, hasn't had, chemo in a while. Was still, coughing and having, some trouble with his lungs, and was taking some painkillers, it looked like. And then bought the gun off the dude, and like a big, assault rifle or something, some huge ass gun. I don't know, I'm not a gun expert, but some big guns for reasons we don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm sure it'll become a little bit more clear once we get to the end of this section of season 5, the end of this summer, and on to next summer. The show starts out, of course, with Breaking Bad at the very beginning, in the very first episode of us finding out that Walt is going to die. It's the whole premise around the show is that he's going to die, and it sort of plays on that whole, psychology of if you knew when you were going to die, what would you do? How would you change? Would you go to work, the next day? Would you, he's a high school teacher, so, would he go to work? What would he do? What would his family... What would the state of his family be if he died? If he couldn't provide anymore? A man's function taken away from him. Of course, nobody wants to die, but at the same time, a man's function, really, main task in life. Now, whether you want to argue this is physically, biologically, or software-wise, just in the mind and societally reinforced, is to provide for the family. That's a man's job. Man's task is to do that. Can't do it anymore. Or finds out he won't be able to, and can't even pay for the treatment, which just puts the nail in the coffin, like checkmates him, changes him completely as a person, which I think is natural. I don't think that's contrived. I think that's just a natural progression that could happen to somebody, even in the real world, You find out that this is how much time you got left, you wouldn't wake up the same way, do the same things, at the same time as you did before. You're completely going to be different. So, of course, he gets the treatment done because of what he decides to do, goes into remission, and seemed to be okay in terms of the cancer. But we have had a few scenes here and there where he, goes in for checkups, and he says, one of these times he goes in, there's going to be some bad news. So he still has cancer. He's not absolutely going to be cured regardless, but it is in a state of remission now, and pretty much he's just waiting on it to, pop back up. So will they kill him off, or will they let him live? I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to kill Walt at the end of Breaking Bad because I think the whole show and the whole premise about it has been, his character development and what happens to a person when they find out that, this is going to happen to them, that they're going to die. How does it change them? What do they do? That's very interesting. How are they going to spend their time? So I think at the end of Breaking Bad, it would make total, complete sense if he died. But I don't think that he should die in a way where somebody should get him. You know what I mean? Like the way he got Gus, I don't think they should write it so that someone gets Walt. If he becomes a new kingpin and someone takes him down, like have him be Mike or Jesse or somebody like this, I don't want it that way. I would like to see him be the kingpin, so to speak, and, become completely and totally victorious, and then, just his heart or his lungs, maybe do like a zoom in, on his chest or something, and just, have something happen with the cancer and then have him just drop and have that be the end of Breaking Bad. I think that would be sick. That's my opinion on it, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Will Walt die at the end of Breaking Bad? If not, what will happen? What do you think will happen in the end? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Lots of fun. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one later. Peace.